The Rap Roundtable.
Yesterday's ops are not today's ops. The Rap Roundtable returns with another installment of the vaunted, illustrious Lunch Hour. Usually I save the pre-game speech, the pre-pod speech for the in-studios, but most dangerous, most influential, most inspirational, number one podcast in New York for hip-hop, the Rap Roundtable. It's really not. Even the cosplayers from out of town who's always in New York business, we are the number one podcast in the space. We are the pod that everybody watches, and every now and again, when we push the right button, they blow everybody. They blow their cover on Twitter and they say some shit about the rap.
Everybody,
some type of way.
You know what I mean? We don't challenge debates. We don't do none of the nerdy weird shit. We just talk about some rap and we say how we feel. And sometimes niggas get upset. You know what I mean?
Yes,
sir. Boy Joe here alongside Sister the Rap Snob.
What up, what up?
Alongside Deanie the Balance. Alongside the homie Mace.
Yeah.
Deanie's connection is looking real shaky. You know what I mean?
Shit, bro.
He's back on Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, your Wi-Fi is shaky, my boy. But nevertheless, we do a pod where we talk about really bad lists, right? Last Lunch Hour, in fact, we were talking about B-Dot's shitty list. If you've been living under a rock, Rap Radar took a swipe at the Rap Roundtable. You know what I mean? It happened. Just add them to the list of people who've taken swipes.
We out here, we scrapping, bro. We scrapping.
We outside.
Then we do our in studio 75. Mace with the 2 T's bar. I think that might have pushed him over the edge.
Some type of way, man.
The 2 T's.
Macito, man.
Homie tried to spin it on the socials, 2 T's. He tried to make it a thing, you know what I'm saying? But the reality is, between me, that I tagged B-Dot with the slander, because that's the thing, they be wild. They make mistakes. Sometimes their emotions get the better of them. Yeah. I tagged B-Dot. He watched the pod. Told Elliot niggas was talking shit. The Elliot watched the pod. He watched the premiere, nigga.
Yo, listen. It was like 20 minutes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 20 minutes after the shit ended. The posts were up, and they were everywhere.
Right,
bro. Twitter, it was up.
Yeah.
Instagram, it was up.
Every version of Instagram, post, story, thread.
Yeah,
bro. The story was up.
Wow.
Even Threads was up.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Threads.
Shout some meta.
Yo, thank y'all for spreading the word, for spreading the gospel for us.
Oh yeah,
man.
Yes sir.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? And it's like you do that, and then you got upset about what was said. Now you're gonna play cool on the internet, Elliot with 2 T's and B-Dot, because again, y'all are the. Again, as we always give flowers at the Rap Roundtable, y'all are the number one hip-hop podcast that's musically exclusive. There's other bigger pods that get into the messy shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if we just talking about music, top-tier interviews, top-tier guests, Rap Radar is the number one pod in the space. Fair is fair. But you tipped your hand. You know what I'm saying? You could have just let us talk our shit. A bunch of nobodies in New York. But the bars were so sharp.
Hitting.
You felt it. It burned. It burned. What was the ether bar?
So burn slow.
There you go. This is not the first time. We're used to this, huh? You know what I mean? This is not the first person that took a swipe at the Rap Roundtable because we were too damn loud. But the reality is, y'all need to just start doing what y'all supposed to do as beacons of the culture better, and we will never have anything to say. The Rap Roundtable are never the aggressors. Only some people might like you to believe that we start shit, but trust me when I say we never start anything. Y'all give us a reason to talk about it, then we talk about y'all, then y'all get defensive after the fact. You know what I mean? Hey, Sid, I know you got some bars.
Listen, man, we've been trying to tell y'all for the longest time, like, they're watching. Mm-hmm. Everybody's watching. You know what I mean? It took...
Shout out to Sharon.
Yo.
Salute Sharon.
Bro, like, the amount of content we put out now is at a larger clip. You know what I mean? We used to do the podcast once a month, yo. And I'm thinking back to like, I'm thinking now versus back when we was at with the rectangular table and motherfuckers try to joke on us like the table's not even round.
Shout out to True.
Podcast the fuck out of here. And we took those lumps and kept it rolling, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Kept it pushing. We got to the next studio. It was a step up. The content got better. The bars got sharper. The takes got hotter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sure did.
But we still wasn't done. You know what I mean? We got to the next level. We at the podcasting studio we at now. You know what I mean? The budget is up. You know what I mean? And we feeling ourselves as we should.
The budget is up, but we got huh?
Talk about it.
Game up.
And so now I'm thinking about how we're putting content out at a larger clip. You know what I mean? And so it kind of takes us away from the ability to, you know, select content, chop up some content to put up on the socials and everything like that, like we used to, right? We used to be able to, we had more time to really like parse through all of our content and put together these clips for you on social media. But now we're putting up content 3 times a week,
giving you new shit on everything is new.
You know what I mean? And so we don't got that kind of time no more. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, this clip wound up on Twitter, on Instagram, the post, the story, and threads. We didn't do that. They did that. They chopped it up for us. They did it for us.
Shout to y'all for leaving the cash app in the shot.
No, thank you for doing that job for us, bro.
See the tag.
Salute to you.
That'd have been.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Tag us next
y'all so cognizant of giving people looks, bro. It's pod. This shit is hip hop, and that's the thing. We get so caught up in cloud chasing and all that. We never cloud chase. We just talk. You found us. You know what I'm saying? we didn't ask for this.
You just telling you how.
Mind you, we didn't even know motherfuckers in the group chat, a very select group chat, mind you, say, "Yo, YN is talking about the rap roundtable." Posted the clip.
Real shit. Y'all shouldn't even care about how we feel. From where y'all at, y'all shouldn't care. But y'all care, apparently.
Of the clouds, man.
But they care because we say the shit that needs to be said. There's a lot of niggas with opinions on the internet, bro. But a lot of those opinions are not respected outside of a certain minor orbit. There's one little orbit they respected in. But as far as the shit that the general space wants to hear, we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to puff my chest out too crazy, but I watch a lot of podcasts and a lot of shows get caught up in a niche, or they're not saying the things that need to be said. We say the shit that matters, and the people who make the decisions hear this and they get uncomfortable. They feel away. They throw subs. They write bars about us. You dig? Some of them actually follow us if you look through our Twitter. There's some real notables in there because they understand exactly what's going on, bro. You know what I mean? Yo, Mace, this is your fault. You the one who said 2 T's. What you got to say about that?
Oh, man. All our life we had to fight, man. It's kind of crazy, bro. It seemed like every other week, somebody making a tweet about us, somebody subbing us. You know what I mean? I made him mad this week, saying it was your fault last week. Don't think I forgot.
What you mean? What did I do?
Hey, man, hey.
First the fat boys break up, and every day I wake up, somebody got a problem with jobs.
You know what I mean? Niggas be mad at him, man. So, I don't know. Like, listen, I know oftentimes, the funny thing about this is that oftentimes people go out of their way to get folks' attention, right? Mm-hmm. People, you know, they suck dick. They make endless videos. They
do a lot of dick sucking.
Listen, man, the integrity is gone. The morals are gone. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you go the other way, right? Sometimes niggas get so salacious and so like vulgar and disrespectful. Like niggas is always trying to get seen either way. The rap roundtable, we just said what we felt. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of I want people to think. I don't want to come up here and act like some sort of podcast guru. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying this. Like we four regular guys that just go up there and talk their shit, man. Like sometimes we go up there and the rest of the three of us completely flame the one person. You know what I'm saying? But I just want y'all to know, like, we didn't ask for this. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all to think like, no, absolutely not. But listen, I don't think y'all want that smoke. I don't want to talk too much shit. And this is to any and all who feel any type of way. We kind of built for this, y'all. We kind of prepared for this, y'all. So I'm just gonna let y'all know. Your best bet is to just let the moment pass and ignore it, like a lot of you are. I see you out here. Shouts to Ransom for tagging us. Appreciate that too, bro. Yeah, man. Shouts to Ransom. You know what I mean? Just in case we missed it, bro. You know what I mean? So listen. They could be mad, you know what I mean? They wouldn't be the first, you know what I mean? Our own listeners get mad at some of our takes, right? So listen, just join the line, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, y'all are somebody to talk about at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So it's respectful banter at the end of the day. But, just like Job said, y'all found us, you know what I mean? And you're welcome.
Danny, I know you usually try to be the nice one out the pod, bro. You got anything to add before I go back and cook one last time?
I got a little something to add, man. Most consistent. Realest stories. In our interviews to holla. It's just authentic, man. I get it. I guess niggas got political connects they can't offend. So they got to add niggas who ain't rapping 2 years to listen the current year type shit. So I get it. It's whack, man. It's whack for the culture. I get it. It's a business for a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, there's people that still want that raw. There is McDonald's and there is shout out to Trillberg. I hear he's doing amazing things out there. You know what I'm saying? Basically,
Trillberg, nigga. You know what
I'm saying? Just it's a new thing. That it's not new in the sense of it's brand new because it's been cooking for a minute, but it's new. And sometimes when you've been, at the forefront for a long time and you see niggas on them hills, you know what I'm saying, catching up as far as like notoriety. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, the authenticity is gonna beat it. Them niggas just can't say certain shit, bro. Like it is what it is. They just they feet are tied to the ground. They got the ball and chain on them, so they can't really. Imagine Elliot saying something crazy about Hov. It'll never happen. Right. Even if Hov is bugging out, he's not in a position to do it, bro. So do what y'all do, you know what I'm saying? Keep the list crummy and we'll keep cooking and keep dropping better lists.
And much like we did the last couple of years, when our list drops, it's gonna beat. You know what I
mean? Hey, respect it.
It's cooking.
So here's the thing, right? Niggas be like, yo, we know niggas is watching. We know they watch our shit and all this and that. They be saying that, right? There's no evidence to support that. Because there's none. Because this shit don't happen nowhere else. So when niggas be like, I know niggas is watching our shit, that's cap. You know what I'm saying? But over here in New York at the Rap Roundtable, there's been enough evidence to support that when we say niggas is watching, and they're having discussions, even light subs all the way up to the JBP. I've caught little shit because we was sitting right next to Parks a couple years ago. So I caught little shit that was said that sounded. They was talking to us. Niggas watch our show, but we don't brag about it. We just let the shit hit the fan, and if you know, you know. So while everybody else pretends that they got some kind of reach, the Rap Roundtable has proven time and again that we are the pod most dangerous, right? We got a homie from fucking, not our homie, but the homie, Wayno, Complex fame, A&R fame,
Wayno, man.
Manager, retweets our video, because we dropped a little ether clip on Twitter. Shout out to that the YouTube user who gave us the idea. I can't remember your name right now, but if you're watching this, make sure you comment below so we can give you your just due. He quote tweeted the shit, and then he deleted it. Which means that somebody made the call and said, yo, fam, take this video down. So the reach is getting that far to where we are making people very uncomfortable. Some people talk about doing it, but we
shaking the room, bro.
Talk about it, fam.
Shaking the room.
The political connects. You can't offend them, man.
We come in
Yo,
peace at the Rap Round Table because at the end of the day, it's always all about entertainment. We'll never talk hot and call people pussy and do all kinds of weird shit that niggas do a podcast. Like, cause to me, like I always tell people in comment sections is don't talk about a nigga that you're gonna give a pound to when you see him. Like famous people. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Exactly.
So I try like myself specifically because I know I get emotional not to talk crazy. If we was to bump into them, we tell them, yo, fuck your list. But at the same time, we did it because it's entertaining. Niggas want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's trash,
Do better
and,
shit.
and niggas respect the work put in. We ain't no crazy niggas. Salute to Elliot. He's putting a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
B-Dot, the eyes on you though. You got some playing to do.
Brandon.
Well, he did. He did. He put up a tweet trying to explain it. It still ain't make no sense.
Shitty. Listen,
try hard,
Elliot,
hard, bro.
YN.
Before or after the fit pick?
Facts. You know it's real when Rory and Maul are questioning what the fuck. And Rory and Maul got political connects. And even they was like, yo, what's up with this list? You know what I'm saying? Like we keep saying here, if you in that position, imagine the Rap Round Table, a million fucking YouTube subscribers, top rap podcast in the space. And we're putting out a list and we're basically co-signing average shit, or we not really putting on for the shit that we're telling you that we're putting on for. Then we're doing a disservice. You know what I'm saying? And if you in that position, instead of being Skip Bayless, rap don't need no more Skip Bayless types. We need niggas to tell you what's actually going on out here. You can still be compelling and entertaining and polarizing without doing bullshit. And that's the overarching point. So when y'all watch this pod, Elliot and B-Dot, that's the point here. Y'all rap radar, y'all get the best interviews, right? Y'all got the great Hove and all of that. Hove don't respect no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So think about that the next time you try to antagonize the public using your platform. That shit is whack. Long story short. Well, if you see y'all, you know, what up? You know what I mean? So let's move on. I had to get that off because like this is I see why rappers be like the place is funny. Like niggas get real weird. They don't want to tag you, but they want to sub you. Like let's just argue and move on.
Multiple times.
Just real quick before we move on, if you out there and you playing quote unquote chess, just know you can keep playing chess. We on the blacktop. We running full court.
Come on, bro.
We're athletes.
Come on, bro.
You could be on the park bench playing chess. It's all good. Play your chess, bro.
We out here. We the 2017 Golden State Warriors with the offense. The ball's
full
moving.
Court.
The shots is falling. Meanwhile, you over there playing chess with checker pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like, sit down, bro.
We running and gunning out here, bro.
Yeah, you're not who you think you are. But I digress. Real quick, everyone who's here pulled in, I think we got everyone situated and comfortable. Make sure you hit that like button. Stop what you're doing, hit the like button. Again, you know what I'm saying? I see videos with a certain amount of views. They'll get like 1,000 views and like 300 likes. And I'm like, why they watch our shit? Y'all be ready to comment and cook us. But at the very least, while you cooking us, give us that like so you can continue to build our brand so that we can get a little bit louder in the space. Because those likes get more subs and it gets us more room to talk to things that you want us to talk about. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you comment. Run all those up. Subs, likes, comments. Run it up. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Consider Rap Snob. Nas he deleted everything. Nas is knowing how to play this game now. Nas is a completely different guy.
Wait. I know that. That's news to me. He
go on his Instagram page. All the posts are deleted.
Yeah.
That one video where the storm is coming. So Nas is officially. I don't know, like if he has young handlers around him. You know what I'm saying? Pause. That's showing him how to play this game and modernize the technique. He's added some new moves to the repertoire.
Yeah, man.
I think this is the beginning of a rollout. Are we reaching with that?
Not at all.
Not a reach at all,
bro. Like you go on Instagram and you post a storm, and the big N in the background. You know what I mean? What was it? It was like 10 seconds long. It was mad short. I mean, no music, not even a beat, nothing. Just short clip of a storm with your logo in the back. That's something. That means Escobar season is about to be upon us once again. I try to tell y'all on what episode was that? 74, 73, one of those episodes.
We getting old, yeah.
You know what I mean? And we was asking the question. You know what I mean? Is Nas coming again? Pause. Yeah,
Hey.
he absolutely is. He absolutely is. And again, I don't know, some about the feeling of that short clip with the storm coming.
Uh-huh.
I think it's what I was feeling that it is. It is something that's going to be a little bit different because he like the KD series, Magic, all that. It didn't have this kind of like imagery to it. You know what I mean? I really feel like he's going to make a more serious statement with whatever he's got coming out now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be Hit Boy. I saw Hit Boy in the comments with the fire emojis, so obviously he's involved. But I think other people are gonna be involved too, as I was suspecting. It remains to be seen. But I'm Escobar season's upon us once again.
Wow, Dino.
If this was anyone but Nas, I would have a lot of questions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, this storm could be any goddamn thing. This could be a storm of movies for all we know. But because Nas has been in that rare form for the last few years, I'm pretty sure this is music. Will it be an actual album? That's like my only question. It could be a lot of things knowing what Nas is doing. Nas, that could be a tape as far as like we were talking about the blend where he gets different people to come in and join the shit and make kind of like a remix to what he did with Illmatic, you know what I'm saying? When he had a litany of producers come through and just add a bunch of different flavors. I'm not exactly sure what the storm brewing means. That's what I want to know. Is the music gonna be like dangerous music? Is it gonna be vibe music? I don't know. I don't know what kind of vibe Nas is. Nas seems like he's in a very lax, comfortable bag. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna get, but I just know the music will be good. That's no question.
Okay, Mesito.
Man, super excited, bro. Like this shit hit the group chat. I wasn't even awake when it happened, so I had to come back way after all the fellas was hype. You know what I mean? But listen, the storm is coming. Just like Sin said, like Sin, I paid very close attention to the aesthetics of it all. King's Disease, the red, the gold, like royalty. You know what I mean? And I feel like the albums themselves reflected that. Magic, black and white cover, the classic feel. You know what I mean? A throwback to how we used to do things. With this, man, like I'm like, just like you say, I'm thinking a fallish album, maybe right off of the Wu-Tang tour. You know what I mean? Something to get us right when the school year starts for us fathers out here. You know what I mean? But listen, man, I don't believe it's all Hit Boy. Hit Boy has seemed busy as hell recently. You know what I mean? It seems like he's had his hands in a lot of hot pause to complete the trinity of pause in the Nas segment. You know what I mean? But I can't wait. Honestly, Nas has not disappointed me in about fucking. Whenever Nasir drop, you know what I mean. When I look at it, I think it's going to be completely different than everything he's done. I think that he will experiment with other producers, but other than that, I really can't call it. I just think it's going to be high quality.
All right, so I think based on what I saw with this video and the way it's being handled on his social media, again, for you to clear out everything, maybe he archived all of those posts,
right?
And then you got that one. I think this whole time we've been looking at the entire Hit Boy experience wrong. I think that King's Disease 1, 2, Magic, and then King's Disease 3 has been a long-term rollout for what we about to get this year. I think.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna take it a step further. Sin and I and Dini, before Mace joined the pod when Judas was here, we used to talk about like the Great Reset. We've been waiting on that reset for the longest time, and it's been a slow burn. 2020 was for lack of a better word, was the reset. You know, when I'm at work and COVID, everybody that passed away, rest in peace. That was kind of like the blip. Like the world ain't been the same. The world that came out of COVID is not the same. Even the music, even the way stars are made, even the way rap resonates and lingers in the space. They might say it's the number one genre, but look, shit, this year we struggling to get a number one. It took Uzi for us to get a number one. You dig what I'm saying? Like the reset has happened. All of these KD albums, all of it has been representing Nas in a way, resetting his career. Like whatever happened with Kanye, that was the curtains closing. Nas looked around, said, "Yo, I gotta do something else." Hit Boy, boom. And each time we talked about it on the projects, it elevated. It elevated. Whether I like one or somebody like two, whatever the case may be, we can say each album got better and better.
We saw the elevation happen.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Growth.
Me,
Pause.
This next album is the culmination of all of that work he's been putting in to reset his respect in the space. Because think about where Nas was in the space, in hip hop. The man, if I'm not mistaken, he's a billionaire, close to now. The business ventures is hitting. The magazine covers, the interviews are there now. Like he's no longer looked at as a guy who's not getting his respect. This is his year. So that's another reason why when we see that list come out, to go back to that for a second, where's Nas? Again, this is Job saying that. Because at the end of the day, no matter what we might say, fair is fair. Nas is putting in the most rap work that's not some dude with dreads or a tattooed face. He deserves his respect. Then I see this video here, and I'm looking at the colorway. I'm like, Hip Hop 50, this might be the third installment of the Matic series. Maybe this is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would make sense.
Y'all went there.
Okay.
There was Blueprint 1 and 2, Stillmatic, Illmatic and Stillmatic.
Yeah.
Hip Hop 50, Illmatic is still regarded as the greatest album in hip hop history. What's 2 without 3?
Well, look, if Nas is nothing else, he is one who truly and fundamentally respects the culture. You know, he's at his best when when he waxes nostalgic about the good old days, the days when he was coming up, and he paints like those are his always his best songs.
Yeah.
Like he paints this picture, and it's like you see the fever, you know what I mean? You see
Visuals.
Times Square in 1988. You sit like you fucking see it, you know what I mean? He's nothing else if he's not a historian on wax about of the culture, you know what I mean? So it does make sense. It's Hip Hop 50, you know what I mean? He wants to rep for it the way it needs to be rep for.
Why not? And he hears the noise. He hears Leroy Green saying he wants Primo. He hears other fans saying, "Yo, what about Alchemist? All right, Hit Boy is dope, but let's venture off and put something together that would be glorious." So why
That'd
not?
be a game changer.
To Dini's point, bring all of these pieces together and see what happens. You know what I mean?
I gotta applaud because it's very easy to just say, man, like I went out on such a high note, not on no retirement shit, but just to let it breathe, right? Like everybody fucking with me. I basically had a victory lap show at MSG. I'm headlining with the Wolves, so I think it would be easy to just be like, let me just rest on my laurels a little bit. You know what I mean? The gun is right now. It goes right back with another one. I gotta applaud it, man.
Listen,
but the expectations are so high at this point, right?
But he had that interview. He had that interview where he said something along the lines of like, "Yo, I'm just in a creative zone." Like he literally said, "I've been waiting to feel the way that I feel right now." Close to 50, and now this is when he feels that like sense of urgency. This is when he feels that creative surge. Like, yo, like I'm gonna put it all out there. I'm gonna put it all on the table. You know what I mean? Pause if applicable, but you know what I mean? Like I
think that was safe.
Okay, thank you. I'm laying it all out. You know what I mean? And it's amazing to see, especially at this stage in his career.
That's a fact. You know what I mean?
That's deep.
We always got to repeat it, regardless of what we say on this pod and the banter. And again, this is a rap podcast where we talk. We don't sit here to placate feelings. Regardless of what we say, when we having fun and being friends and all of that, when the legends drop or when fire is fire, we gonna clear the decks, clear the runway, and get that man his respect. Nas is, as far as quality goes, number one right now. Like back 4 straight. Who did that? Who else has done that? You might have guys that sold more, but
that was a crazy take, y'all. That was a crazy take. Now, because like I feel like even though it's the 50, my fault, Macito. I heard you about to jump in. Like
Cook, man.
this is the 50th year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people are taking it like it's the 50th year, but people aren't at the same time. Like me, I've really been taking it like it's the 50th year. Like almost like 98% of the rap events I get invited to, I pop out, bro. Because I'm like, it's the 50th. If this is any year to show love, this is the year to show love. The 50th year, your man's hitting his 50th year of life. This is some monumental shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think about it from that aspect, but this is a game changer. This is the culmination to just dropping 4 like arguable classics. Don't kill me in the chat. Y'all niggas be thirsty. But arguable classics, you know what I'm saying? Like real life music. And if there's a way to encapsulate that and close that door, like in the 50th year before you turn 50, while bringing back a Stillmatic, like that's some shit that'll break the game. That's different.
Man, that it needs to be said, bro. Like I think we're here now. I think we're in the end game. You know what I mean? Maybe after the 5, then it'll be like, all right, I could chill. But there was no way I think he was gonna miss this year in particular. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see how it plays out. The fact that he drops his video, again, something that we talked about on the pod a lot. Guys are getting back to promoting their albums. Because before it was just, again, Thursday albums dropping tomorrow, guys. And thing is, that model worked. The shock value model worked for a second. But again, to me, the shock value model it kind of like fed into microwave culture. It's a shock value.
It cheapened things.
Yes.
It cheapened things.
You know what I mean? So you get in this little video here, build anticipation. Shit, this album might not drop till September. We don't fucking know. You dig? But the fact that you're doing this to get people talking, that means that whatever you post next on your socials is gonna matter. It might be a release date. It might be a trailer. Shout out to Def Soldier. You know what I mean? Doing big visuals and shit like that to really build anticipation. But it goes back to another thing that I want to give to Mace before we go on to the next segment. Everybody waited until basically the end of June to start doing their thing. It's early July with that whole bundle shit. The reshaping of how units are gonna move. I think I expect a Nas bundle with this project.
I ain't gonna lie. I steal one of your bars about every episode, so it's about time you got one for me.
You know
That's exactly what I was gonna bring up.
Everybody's dropping, bro. Everybody's dropping.
Look for this to be the big seller. Look for this to be like the biggest selling of all the 5 that Nas put out, because Nas sells a shitload of merch. I don't know. The fans probably know. Maybe the non-Nas fans don't know. Nas sells a ton of merch. Just like y'all say, 50th year of hip hop, he could throw. Jaws mentioned Illmatic and Stillmatic. What if he throw the classic Stillmatic, the 3 anniversary joint all in the bundle? That shit might go crazy. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Or what if the name of the album?
Look for this.
Nas turns 50 this year, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the name of the album is 50, and it's some kind of merch. You know what I mean? With some shit like that.
Look at that shit. You know what
I like Ben Matic. Ben Matic.
Ben Matic. Oh, I like that.
You dig?
Not bad.
Hey, listen, a couple months ago, I was rolling out all those still to this day unreleased Nas lost tapes and rare shit. What if he includes some of those old red joints in some
Star
type of
Wars?
A lost tape 3 along with the, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of ways it could go.
Yeah.
Listen,
Vinyl,
excited.
All type of shit he could do.
That's fire.
Like imagine CDQ of Taking the Blood 2. You know what I mean?
Listen to the Rap Roundtable and utilize some of these ideas. Just give us a tag when you do, bro.
Yeah.
You just sold out MSG, right? Do another MSG ticket for the show.
Tag
you know
us,
what I'm saying?
because we know who's watching, and they tried to pick a fight with us. Just run that what we just talked about up the ladder to that legend. And start, you know what I mean? Instead of worrying about what we might and might not say to you, whatever the case.
Dig in the archives.
Just inform the legend, man.
Just be the quality of those joints,
girl. And pass that information up the ladder.
Share us in the group chat like you usually do.
Fact. So you think about everybody like Griselda's starting to pick up momentum. Or Wes is already talking about dropping. We know Benny's dropping. I see a lot of other artists that's starting to gear up for releases. I think Nicki's starting to get in rollout mode a little bit. JT from the City Girls. I'm just throwing people out there. I threw it in the group chat with all the releases of the new music that's dropping tonight. Well, tomorrow or today, based on when we drop, is going to have a lot of younger artists. But the release window has subtly picked up. And it makes me beg the question that, riding through Brooklyn, if you're from the town, you get around that Eastern Parkway loop and shit. There's the big library. And I was wondering to myself, why are there whole verses here? And with bundle season in full effect, now we got art exhibits, the book of Hove. Is Hove dropping? I'm gonna just go there. You know what I mean? I'm not here to bloviate. I think this man is dropping an album.
I think so too, honestly.
Who wants to take it?
I think. Listen. I think. I think that too. I think in that same episode where I said Nas was dropping, I think Hove. I might have said, I can't remember. I'd be halfway drunk sometimes. But I feel it in the air. I think Hove is ready to drop something too, man. He got to expand on this. Pause. Jay-Z is
never changed, Sam.
I know. So Brooklyn Public Library, in conjunction with Jay-Z, they have an exhibit opening up as part again of the 50th anniversary of hip hop, or 50th birthday, however you want to call it. And they're talking about how there's going to be thousands of archived objects, including original recording masters, never before seen photos, iconic stage wear, prestigious awards,
the lost 92 bricks,
as well as videos and artifacts from every facet of Jay-Z's life and career, right? Professional life. The 92 bricks are not, I would not consider them part of his professional career and professional life. So maybe the 92 bricks
in hip hop.
But yeah, man, this sounds like a fire exhibit. I mean, I don't want to talk about my day job, but Brooklyn Public Library is kind of the ops. But shit, I'm a roll up. I'm a wear my rap roundtable hat low. So nobody sees me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be in there. You know what I mean? They got the whole. They got the whole, the whole front face of the building
decked out with whole verses.
With whole verses. You know what I mean? It's a fucking celebration. It's time to fucking celebrate. No matter what, no matter what half of this line you fall on, the Jay-Z half, the Nas half, you know what I mean?
McCoy's.
Yo, listen, just shake hands for a little bit. Just fucking celebrate. Nas might be dropping another fucking classic. Jay-Z might be dropping. You got a whole fucking exhibit at Brooklyn Public Library. Enjoy it all, bro. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time for hip hop.
You feel like he's dropping no sin? Will you?
I do. I really do. I feel it in the air.
Listen. I usually will let my brothers speak, bro, but I gotta get in.
Jump in.
I've been chilling on the whole Venture job. I haven't worn a cape in a minute. The cape is collecting dust. But being a Brooklynite, y'all out of town niggas who always in New York business, stand down for this. This don't got nothing to do with y'all. But being from Brooklyn, seeing this library plenty of times. Shit. Unrelated but related. I remember just being hyped to see the Eastern Parkway loop in Grand Theft Auto 4. Like this is a big spot. If you Caribbean, like myself, West Indian, you go to the Parkway, you see the library, that's part of it. When I used to manage my artist Chills, his second mixtape, Pay Homage 2, we shot the album cover at this place. You dig? Now Hove got his verses on the library. You understand how hip hop that is? When you think about where this shit started from to where a rapper can get his bars plastered on the biggest library in the borough, that's a big deal. Forget how, Sin said, I forget how you feel about anything related to business and Illuminati and Beyonce and Big Gip, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal.
I can't believe you brought Big Gip back into the...
Gotta get him.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Gotta get him. He a whole fan on the low.
Ain't no get bars plastic nowhere in Atlanta unless it's graffiti. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless,
wild schools.
This is a big deal to have a art expo based on your rap career. Again, this is validates what we've always said. He did it with bars. Whatever he got in his career, whether he bought it or he did some shiesty shit, shout out to Dame. He did it with bars. To now have your bars plastered in the center of the borough, applaud that man. You know what I mean? If there's music coming out, hell yeah. Now I'm gonna take the cape back off. You see what the fuck Nas is doing? That bar on Thun wasn't an accident. These two gentlemen are very much still in competition. They OG uncles who still like to slap box until they back hurt. So I fully expect Hov to drop merely because Nas has too much control of the space and it's hip hop 50. Hell yeah, Hov is coming. I'm on deck. Mace, what's good?
Well, we all know about my legendary track record of falsely predicting albums, right? So if anybody knows, anybody's a Bill Simmons fan, they know about the reverse jinx, right? So what I'm gonna say today is that Hov is not dropping. Okay, it's not coming out.
That's what I mean.
Not.
That's what I mean.
Hell no, we're not gonna get another Hov verse this year. Nothing good. Absolutely not. So listen, that's your boy's prediction, okay? No like Hov at all.
I like it.
I love it. Yeah.
Beanie, the balance.
Like salute. I mean, to have your bars on a cultured intellectual institution such as the Brooklyn Public Library System is major. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a fucking library, bro, and it's the biggest one in Brooklyn. It's basically the hub one for Brooklyn, bro. You get a passport out that library. It's a different vibe in there. Like it's immense, man. Like I had to really take back for a second. I think I was the one that sent it in the chat first, but I had to take back for a second and watch the video a few times. Like this nigga's lyrics are on the building, bro. Like, I mean, I've never seen something like that before. To me, that was powerful. It shows how far this shit has come, how long away this shit has come. You get what I'm saying? Will there be music? No, I don't think so. I'm not doing that to just follow Mace. I'm just thinking Hov is a different kind of guy, man, and his plate is very full. You gotta say, for Hov to do that, he gotta stop what he's doing business wise. He gotta do a tour. He gotta affiliate Beyonce with the tour. It gotta be made in America, made in Japan. It gotta be a whole bunch of shit that I just don't think he has the time for right now. I don't, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he has the time to do it the way Nas is doing it. Not to say Nas is just free chilling. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, watch it. Watch it.
Man.
Just not the same. It's a whole I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Like
you see how you just walked us right into trouble. We were doing so good. You shouldn't have to compare them.
Relax.
You didn't have to do a direct comp.
That's his counterpart. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about one without talking about the other. They're at that level.
About his money, Deanie. You know how they get.
But Nas is catching up. Nas ain't doing too bad in these streets. We gotta stop acting like Nas is some nigga that still drinks 40s on the corner, bro. This is not fucking weed in the spliff corner of fucking Forest Hills Nas, bro.
Some people still see him like that though. That's the funny shit.
This ain't Queensbridge. This ain't Astoria.
Well, that's the problem.
In a different world, bro.
We're not doing this like that tonight, but that's the problem with Hov and Nas, the differential as far as attainability. Hov doesn't give the energy of it's attainable. Nas is the everyman. It's basically, to use wrestling, because we love wrestling at the Rap Round Table, there's Mick Foley and then there's The Rock and Versace shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mick Foley, Stone Cold Steve Austin, those guys were the everyman.
Right, I would say Stone Cold.
You know what I mean? The Rock was Ric Flair. You know what I mean? He was $500 shirt. I'm better than you type shit.
Literally, I'm better than you.
You know what I mean? The everyman's always going to relate to the everyman. So I can understand why Nas fans still look at him as homie who drinks this. Maybe Nas still does drink 40s. Maybe he really does drink Hennessy. But, you know.
Nah, man, he'd have been sick by now.
40s and Henny, maybe.
I mean,
that's about it.
I was going to say something, and I lost my train of thought as far as this whole thing. Japan. You mentioned Japan. We're gonna get to that in a second.
Good things happen in Japan.
But I was gonna say to Deanie, how do you know he hasn't been doing all that planning all in advance?
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Right.
Okay.
I think.
Shout out to
notice that the text on the library didn't get a rollout. It happened before we knew what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So to Sid's point in question, I think that the library and the expo is the beginning of the rollout.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
You know why I don't want it to happen? Because I want to kill the Nas drop, Hove drop myth. So I wanna, if anything, hold out Hove at least till after Hove.
That's what I was gonna say.
But
Right.
again,
and because I don't want that to get overridden with this. I want the music to stand on itself.
Back to my point.
Can't hear you, Jarvie.
I think everybody should holster their weapons.
Mhm.
It's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. If they both drop this summer for the 50th anniversary or 50th birthday of hip hop, let them both drop. Like,
Absolutely.
And just like cease all of that, conspiracy talk. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well,
This is the time to holster the weapons.
I got 2 points. I think they really should have hosted the weapon after the Thun verse. Once Nas is acknowledging Jigga on wax in a positive way, all or whatever, out the window. Even if we know that Hove does do petty things around Nas drops, yeah. Also, the Nas fans have been waiting on Hove to drop since the God did verse. So I don't think anybody would be surprised if an album comes this year. So I'm putting it on wax. I'm gonna jump out the window. This is the rollout. The expo. That's the name of the album's name is The Book of Hove. There it is.
There it is.
And that nigga was supposed to jump on Thun. That would have been something crazy for the fans.
Word?
Yeah.
I said that would have been dope. He was supposed to, like, he should have.
Oh,
He should
You
have.
got me for a second.
Wait.
About to say when I missed that.
What
if there was a verse that was if there was a verse that was necessary for a whole remix, that would have been the song.
I don't think Hove would sound good on Thun though. That's not his pocket.
What?
This Hove?
Freak that.
This Hove?
Yeah, this Hove.
I
Hove is the pocket guard.
99 Hove.
Hove the
Not
pocket
this Hove.
guard, bro.
I thought
when he has the pocket.
I thought Beanie had a plug for a second.
Nah. That's a different kind of plug, man. That's the socket, nigga.
Before yo, pause.
Oh god damn.
Yo,
Where does the plug get the juice from? That's a different type of juice.
yo,
I'm not. What are you doing right now, man?
Sockets and juice. What the fuck? You been listening to sexy rap thing? What the fuck going on, man?
Yo,
What you drinking over there,
get
man?
him out of here.
Hey,
You have to mute this man. You doing bad. Yo,
I've been unmuted. I'm back.
before we get out of here, Dini mentioned Japan. Kanye's been in Japan working on music, allegedly. On a scale of 1 to 10, we don't need no explanations. Just give me the number. How excited will we be for a new Kanye album? Say the rap snob.
5.
Dini.
7.
Mace.
7.
3. Not interested. I'm gonna listen to it because we have to, but
That's a job.
I'm Kanye'd out. Pause. You know what I mean? I'm off. Yay. You know what I mean? Rap is in such a good space right now that I don't need to rely on Gator to give me something that sounds like what I used to like type shit. I'm good.
Level of 1 to 10, will it be on a STEM player again?
Nah, he needs the bread. He can't play this time. It's gonna be on all the. He gonna drop it on Bandcamp first. He got to re-up.
I feel like at this point in Kanye's career, man, it's just been so rough. The only thing I could save him right now is some good music, man. I feel like this is like a back against the wall album.
Bro, it's so rough for Kanye that Kim K feel bad. She was like, maybe I should have did more. You know what I mean? You know it's bad, bro.
Throw that shit on Luminary.
Damn it.
Oh,
and don't argue with the fans about it.
Hey, you better leave that shit up there, nigga.
You know what I mean?
Forever.
But the difference is we talk to these artists, you dig? We're not gonna tap dance and say shit they may or may not hear. We are here for all the chatter because we are the culture. We are 4 voices that represent an entirety of people. You know what I mean? It could have been any 4 people talking about this shit, and that's the point here. But anyway, I think we might get niggas fired today. We ran along with the lunch hour. Tell your bosses we're sorry.
Sorry, y'all.
Dini, can you safely take us home after,
Please.
I will. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. We appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe, send to a friend, share with the gang. We here cooking for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jarv, the point guard. Shout out to Macito, the voice. Shout out to Sincere, the rap snob. I'm Dean, the balance of the force, and with our powers combined, we the rap round table, and we fucking out it.
Know the vibes.
Gang.